Peace reflection. Today, I want to talk about don't let other people's opinions stop you from your purpose. Like, this message, just came to me. I was doing another download, and I was talking about, not depending on the system. But for some reason, like, the thought of don't let others stop you from your purpose, their opinions. Because what are opinions? Opinions are really just obstacles in your mind deferring you from who you really are. And that's how we have to look at it. Like, what is opinions? Like, why do we allow what people say to us affect us? Whether a person likes us or not, what are we making that mean about ourselves? And the more that I think about that, the more I realize is that when you allow a person's opinions, when you allow obstacles to come in your life, and you allow it to affect you, that means that you don't truly know who you are. You don't truly understand yourself. So it's easy for someone to come along and tell you about yourself, even if it's true or if it's not true. The way you respond to how a person thinks of you says everything about you. And I'm here today to tell everyone and myself, like, let that go. Who cares what others think of you? Who cares if people don't like who you are? Do not allow that to defer you from who you're going to become and who you are right now. Because what you may see right now is just a point. Like, we are always continually evolving every day. Until there's no longer any breath in us, until we are no longer in this realm, you are constantly growing and evolving. And when you stop growing and evolving, you are dead. That's what true death is. Because you want to be constantly learning and growing. You know what I mean? And understanding who you are. Because this information that we're in is unlimited. You know what I mean? And so when you get around people, or if a person is in your life and they're not able to see you in your growth, and want to promote that and want to put positive energy out, don't let that mean anything. Just realize that's an obstacle that is here to show you yourself and how you're going to respond to it. Because how you respond to that negativity or that obstacle says everything about you. Are you going to be weak? Are you going to just succumb to it and be like, yeah, you're right? Or are you going to just walk away, and ignore it? Are you going to face it and be like, you know what? Okay, maybe that's true, but now what? Now what are we going to do? You know what I mean? What does that say about you? Because the only way that anybody can say anything about you is what they identify within themselves. Because you can't, if you see bad in me, it's because you see bad in you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because if a person is vibrating high and they're on a high frequency, they're not even thinking like that. They're not even looking for the negativity. They're not because they know everything is them. So the way you treat another person, you're just treating yourself that way. You know what I mean? And so that's how you have to look at it. You have to look at it, okay, this is just a part of myself showing me myself. And now what am I going to do at this moment? You know what I mean? Am I going to, elevate above it? Or I'm going to succumb from it? Or am I going to run away, from it? Or I'm going to take it on, Because a lot of times we take things very personal because we tend to look at things very subjective. And we look at everything that is happening to us in a subjective manner instead of really looking at it for what it is. And stop putting so much emphasis on it based on how we feel about it. You know what I mean? And usually your feelings are derived from what you're thinking. You know what I mean? And so when you're in a situation, you really need to change your thoughts. And then don't respond right away. Just look at it, absorb it. Don't resist it. Because everything in nature takes the path of least resistance. So don't put any resistance on your path by arguing with the person or trying to defend yourself. Because the only thing you can do at this point is to take the time to understand who you are, because you're going to be around people. They're going to be catalysts that's going to come to you. The universe is going to like bring things on your path that's going to like show you, okay, this is what you need to work on. Now what are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? Because like we think that in this reality everything's supposed to just be cool and easy and breezy, but that's not how we grow in life. You know what I mean? We want to have challenges. We want to be able to sharpen ourselves. And sometimes in those obstacles, that's where we, get our greatest strength. That's where we become our greatest self, because of the obstacles. So we should be thanking the universe. Thank you for bringing these people in my life that don't understand me. Thank you for bringing these situations in my life that make me really stop and think about things and analyze, who I am and what I need to do. Like, thank you. Like, we need to always be appreciative for everything that comes into our life, because it's here to show us to grow. It's here to show us who we really are within ourselves. But don't let it mean everything. Don't get caught up. Don't be subjective. Don't be getting caught up in your feelings and think somebody's out to get you or somebody's doing something to you. No, because at the end of the day, you're just dealing with a part of yourself. So take the time to understand that part of yourself, and take the time to decide, is this a part of myself that is serving me, or this is a part of myself that is elevating me to a whole other level of myself. You know what I mean? That's how you have to look at it. And if things keep reoccurring in your life, don't walk away from them. Like sometimes there's situations in your life where you do need to detach yourself and be like, this is not serving me. But then there are some situations in your life where it keeps reoccurring. You can keep walking away from it, but it's going to come back until you learn the lesson, until you pass the test. Because unfortunately in this reality, you're going to have to go through tests. If you want to be in the kingdom of God, you want to sit at the kingdom of God, you're going to have to go through something. You're going to have to be tested of whether or not you are worthy to be in that position. And some people don't want to take that on, and that's okay. But you're gonna have to continue to play the game until you decide to get it right. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way this life cycle is. Until you understand the point, you're gonna keep going through the same thing through each of your life until you get it. Until you're like, okay, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? And so the best thing I can tell you to do is start studying yourself. Start studying your mind. Start studying your actions. Start studying your emotions. Start studying your ego. And where you get that from your birth chart. You get that from your astrological energy. From your astrological chart. It tells you everything about yourself, about how you manipulate this energy in this existence. That's the way you can start taking control over your reality. And so if anything comes to you, you're going to know where it's coming from because you have read it in your chart. You're going to know that's a part of your aspect that is coming to you to make you decide who you're going to be at this moment. Because we all have debilitations in our chart, but those debilitations are here to help us grow. And some people might grow. And some people might just stay stagnant and be like, you know what, I want to stay this way. I don't care. I like the way that I am. I like that I'm a fucked up person. I like that I'm subjective. I like that, and that's fine. But you're going to have to keep living this life, and you're going to have to keep doing the same thing until you get it right. That's why it's there to show you. It's there to show you so you can help yourself, go to the next level. But if you're just going to stay stagnant, then what good is the information if you're not going to use it? Because everybody knows a lot of things, but what you do, what you know, says everything. So that's why I say you need to study yourself. You need to understand yourself, because you're just going to be around people that's going to tell you, who they think you are based on their perception. You know what I mean? And their perception could be very foggy. Their perception could be very limiting. Because they could have a Mercury in Cancer. So hell, their perception is very subjective. They truly don't understand, because they're basing everything on their emotions, and you don't know how they're feeling that day. You see what I'm saying? So if you take the time to understand that,